Okay, thank you for coming for this last session of the official part of the Trust and Safety Forum. We have more sessions in the afternoon. I will come back to this in a minute. So I'm JC from the co-founder with Caroline of the Trust and Safety Forum. So now we are having the last session of this morning. So this afternoon there will be more workshops. So there will be one session at 2 p.m. on age verification in partnership with the ID and KYC forum in room 3.2, I believe. So that will be at 2 p.m. This is part of public. Then there will be two workshops, one after the other, one at 2 p.m., which will build on what we're going to discuss now. So if you found the topic of the next hour fascinating, the workshop at 2 p.m. In room 2.1, which is just below, will be for you. It will be just a small intimate, so there's not capacity for everybody. So just for you to know, it may be a bit packed. And then with Google and Vincent over there, if you want to raise your hand. So Vincent is organizing a 3-hour workshop on safety by design in room 3.4. Okay, so that's from 3 to 6 p.m. So, so this is what's in the announcement. So now I'm very pleased to, and we're honored to have Mrs. Isabelle Rom as our keynote in preparation of the panel that will be moderated by Grete Radma here in front of me from InHope. So Isabelle Rom is former Minister for Equality and Fight Against Discrimination. She was Minister, you were Minister 2022-2023. You are a magistrate. You are currently, so I tried the French translation of the title, which is not easy. First President of Chamber, première Présidente de Chambre of the Court of Appeal of Versailles. You are today in your capacity as Ambassador of Respect Zone, which is a French NGO with also international activity combating hate online and fighting for a more respectful online environments. So very active on projects of mediation in particular, quite innovative approach. As a magistrate, you also have been in many court cases dealing with violence against women. And this is how you actually became very much involved in these topics, on this theme. You established actually an NGO in the north of France, in Oise, for women's rights, and you were president for 10 years. So you are, in a way, an activist as well. So in addition to being a lawyer, a magistrate, and a minister, former minister. And you have been writing a number of books on violence against women, and the latest one is Pour la fin de l'impunité, toward the end of the impunity, which you published last month. And which is about calling for nothing less than a revolution, a legal and judicial revolution against violence against women. Thank you for coming with us and for promoting the right for women. And so we will hear from your keynotes, and then we will, without a transition, we will then start the panel, and you will be sitting on the panel as well. So thank you.
So thank you, dear Jean-Christophe. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you how much I'm particularly glad and happy to have an opportunity to speak to you today and address your expert audience in my capacity of former ministry and Respect Zone ambassador. The reason of my presence here is because I trust that the combination of operators, civil society, and government is a magic triangle necessary to build ethics in tech nowadays. When I prepared this trip, I thought immediately of all the victims of cyber violence, of online bullying, of hate speech, and of the many, many damages perpetrated by fake news and proliferation of apology of terrorism. I have a vivid memory of these girls over-sexualized on certain social media. I have this memory of the waves of cyber sexism, which does pollute every day of online conversation. I have in memory all these parents desperate to find a secure environment online for their kids. A tech world that pretends ignore the safety of its users and of its most fragile audience is promised to fall and to collapse. In this prestigious forum in Lille, as debated during these last days, ethics is seen as a paramount need to protect the tech. Stories about young girls and boys' suicides because of online harassment prevents me and probably you to sleep at night. We all want to stop this huge tech failure about online safety. I can go on and with such horrendous stories. Depolluting the online planet is not only a carbon print matter, it is also a cyber violence prevention issue. Trust and safety are the core values I have defended in my magistrate career and during my ministerial mandate in France. This is also the reason why I joined the NGO Respect Zone. Cyber violence is destructive and is harming our planet, and time does not help in spite of a few regulations here and there, mostly within the European Union. What is missing is strong, clear high-level commitment by tech companies. The reason why I accepted to come to Lille today is because I do believe that our society needs directions, ideas, creative, independent structures, and ethics. I just released a book about women and how to better protect them in a world of discriminations and glass ceilings. In particular, women, girls come to me and tell me, what is it we can do? In my magistrate experience and in my public office experience, I learn how to listen to everyone. Mediation is quick, confidential, and healing, and it's a moment when the victims get listened to. This is so important. During my office, I was proud to stress the key aspect of the Istanbul Convention protecting women against violence, especially when building an international alliance with Germany, which did help this huge achievement to have the European Union hence ratified that convention last May 23. And believe me, this was not a done deal. There are 4 cardinal pillars for creating a respect by design in the tech world, and we are still far from reaching this necessary objective. In this room, I know that most of you can play a key role to help us solving this issue, which is our issue, the issue of building a safe world for the world of tomorrow. The 4 cardinal pillars I learned to be minimal are sanctions, education, prevention, mediation, and company engagement and citizenship. Sanctions are not enough inflicted, as proving cyber violence is still too complex. Hence, I proposed to add civil sanctions to criminal exposure in France. Sanctions are the right tools, in particular to protect minors against pornography and protect kids against. Prevention and education is exactly what we need to guarantee our future, as the machines are only machines, and behind the machine, human ethics and safe behavior are to be guaranteed by education from very, very young age, educating kids and educating their parents, and involving companies in this societal effort. This is what we do with Respect Zone and other players on a daily basis. As said, mediation is part of the next rules of the game. So I urge you and your groups to take a look at it and ask us how to test this, and this is also part of the DSA, especially in its Article 21. Let me explain. Mediation has never been thought through to heal online violence. Respect Zone, the non-profit organization, did design a wonderful project to offer rapid, efficient ways to resolve online violence. For any reason, alternative dispute resolution is a fantastic resolution tool which, to our surprise, has never been utilized by tech companies to resolve cyber violence. A tech company with no social responsibility applied to fight cyber violence is in a bad shape, in my personal opinion. So, in this room, we believe that you can make a difference. Last thing for me to call for you commitment to sign up for the online Women Respect Charter named Respect for Her and proposed by Respect Zone. Many high-level stakeholders did sign up. As you can read on the screen, this is a simple text which will help your company to show its sense of online ethics with 5 commitments, including respecting consent, fighting hypersexualizations of girls and women online. Respect mediation actually needs you. As Dostoevsky said, and that we are all responsible to all for all. Apart from our own sins, you were quite right in thinking that. And it is wonderful how you could comprehend it in all its significance at once. And in very truth, so soon as men understand that the kingdom of heaven will be for them not a dream, but a living reality. Cyber violence is impacting first and foremost women and girls. The harm we see in our everyday experience is huge. Usage of screens and mobile phones and social media is now out of control. Our mission as responsible stakeholders to provide guidance is to act in a responsible manner at each step of our entrepreneurial actions. Our role is to always take the high road when arbitrating our directions. The DSA by itself does not suffice to protect human dignity online. During my mandate as ministry in charge of preventing discriminations and inequalities in France, I brought up key legal advancements, such as when I joined Respect Zone, I wanted to make a difference, but we will not achieve this alone. So sign the charter for her and help us build a better digital space. Alone, we are useless. together we mean something. And I love Nelson Mandela, who said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." And we must do it. So with that, I wish you a fruitful debate and wish you and your organization to make a difference and building an online respect by design world. Thank you.